How are we doing, everyone?
Good. Currently watching Steven's stream.
I'm going live,
Holding
Liam.
off, waiting on recording until.
Yeah, this isn't the VC. Oh. Yeah. It's very weird being without the sword. I've had it for such a long time. It's honestly, it's weird. It is very weird not having it. And I mean, we're not exactly at peace in Sun Valley now anymore because of Everil. And there was the whole thing with Kevin, how Kevin just kind of dipped and ran off. And don't know what's going on with her. I don't even know if she's home. Should probably check if she's home. Yeah, I'll get to that. But honestly, yeah, I don't really know where to continue with this. I don't know. I started the Dunn SMP as a new beginning to everything, and now it's kind of all going to shit. You know? I don't really know what to think of it. It's madness it all is. It's fucking madness. It's fucking madness. Like, it's so debilitating, everything that's been happening, because all of the shit going on that was caused by what's left behind from the original builders, we clearly know that now. The original people on this server. And they've caused so much shit. I started this SMP as a new beginning after whatever shite I don't need to get into. And now it has gone to shit. And it's kind of my fault. And I do kind of blame myself. I should have been more careful. I should have looked into it more. Should have done more research. Now people are paying the price. I've already died twice. I'm on my last life. Not only do I not have the sword, which, if anything, I feel better. It's a burden's been taken off me. I don't even care for getting it back. I just feel weird. Weird. And now it's just slow. I don't know where Everil's been. I haven't seen him anywhere. Since he took the sword and he got the shield. Don't know where he's been. Yeah, I don't know. I do get the slight feeling that I'm not safe here, though. I'm on my last life, and when you lose your lives on this world, you're done. As we've described them, they're your souls. When you lose all 3 of your souls, you're done. Everyone's got 3 souls, and when they're all gone, they're gone. You're done. And I'm on my last one, so I'm constantly on high alert. I never take off my armor or anything, you know. Some beer left over from the pub. Yeah, we're on constant red alert. In fact, I want to go up and make some potions. What's regeneration? Nether wart gas tier. Redstone. I've already got some nether wart. Nether wart gas tier and redstone. Let's get some bottles. 6. Throw those in. I do kind of worry about Kevin though. The hit that the resistance took from Everall was bigger than anything I could have done. I don't know how I'm going to make it up to them, because clearly I've done wrong. Or at least they see it that way. I've hurt them a lot, and I kind of saw it as means to an end, but no, now I've kind of... I suppose I was doing a lot of bad in hopes that I would succeed in doing good at the end, and now I failed, so... I've done all the bad and there's no good to come from it. I haven't seen Chris in so long. I don't know where he's gone. I haven't seen Kevin. I haven't seen Leon. I don't know where everyone is. They haven't been in contact. The resistance, the new resistance base, my old base under Sauron, that hasn't been touched. It's still empty. It's still barren. Right. Throw some of those in there. Take some of these. I've been putting things away in my ender chest out of the fear that something might go wrong. Because like I said, I don't feel safe here, and I feel like someone could come in and rob or whatever, so I've been moving my valuables into my ender chest that are safe from harm. I don't even know what I'm waiting for, you know? One of these days I'm going to be sitting here and Everall's just going to rock up with the sword and shield, and he's going to kill me the final time, and that's going to be me done. It's going to be the Dunn SMP without Dunn, you know? It's going to be strange. That's another thing, is I've got constant totems of undying on me now, because I can't. No, I can't. And I can't risk another death. One more death and I'm done. And we're not having that. No. I feel like I should be packing up more in case I need to get out of here. Yeah, you can see I packed up all of my ores, essentially. It's weird. This, when we started this server, it was such a nice community and it was so peaceful, and it's just had a massive turn. I know it's been kind of a long time coming with all the shit that was going on, but it's just it's not the same. God knows if it ever will be again, you know. Who fucking knows? I don't know. I don't know. Can't be having any phantoms. To be honest, I don't even feel safe leaving my house. I don't feel safe in my house. I don't feel safe leaving my house. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. And there's Kevin. Right, I need to go check on Kevin. Go check her house. See if I can find her somewhere. I know she left, but it's gotta be somewhere. And I'm constantly at the ready. God knows who's out here. Is she even home? That's new. Well, look at this now. When it all starts to darken, find me in the garden. She loves our rhymes. She loves her rhymes. So where's the garden then? I'm guessing these are the coordinates to it. Minus 300, minus 100. That's not that far from here. 1,400, minus 800. That's probably more right. I feel like if it was minus 300, minus 100, I'd know it. Minus 1,400, minus 800, or minus 900. Let's go that way. Yeah, minus 300, minus 100 is like here. Hold up just a minute. Yeah, 1,400. 1,400 is this way. No, is it minus 400? So that's off in this direction. Need my elytra. Need my elytra. Because there's no other way I'm getting over there. I've learned that too. Always be at the ready. Use the trident when you can. Spare fuel. So minus 1,400. Or sorry, positive 1,400. Minus 400. So that's this direction. Whatever this is, I've definitely not been here before. I haven't really explored it in this direction at all. we might be able to see it from up here. No. I suppose, yeah, we're still about 1,000 blocks out. So you're going to try to get a boost here. There we go. Keep her lit. Let's see, 1400 minus 400 minus 390. It's around this area. What could it be? No, it wasn't minus 400. No, I'm wrong. It was minus 900. That's what it was. So it's this way. Straight north of here. Or should be. Straight north of here. Get another boost. Ow. Shit. I'm okay. I'm good. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's... Yep, that's definitely something. There's flowers everywhere. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, let's go take a look. Hello. Okay, I was curious about where you were and if you were grand and all that, and I went and I looked in your house and I found a book, and I don't know where it was, but it said that you were, going to the garden, so I kind of, just made my way over here, and then, yeah, it's a big dome, or glass, yeah, greenhouse thing, yeah, cool. Hi.
What?
How you been?
I left that book for Leon in case he needed to find me. What's going on? Is everything okay? What happened?
I mean, the place is kind of barren. I haven't seen anyone, at least... Bright side, at least Everil hasn't gone mental and burned the place down. It's just pretty barren. I think...
Was that an option?
I mean, you know what he can be like.
Can you remove your armor when you're in here, please?
Yeah.
This isn't a place for armor.
So what is this place exactly?
It's a garden. It's a garden.
Pretty nice garden.
Something's been bugging me these past few weeks. Why didn't you say anything on the way to the wall? Why didn't you say anything? If you knew that Everil, like, the way you made it sound, it was like Everil threatened you. You've known since we went out to get blocks in the library that he was up to something. You didn't say anything. Even on the way to the wall, we were all going there. For all you could have known, we were going through our deaths. Why didn't you say anything?
I at the time, and I still now think what I did was pretty much all I could do. And it was that essentially while I was still untrusted by everyone, if I just came up to you and said, hey, you know that guy that you trust who's started the resistance with you? Yeah, he's, willing to kill all of you just to get to me. That would be no truce. You would not believe me, and it would be, you would all be dead. Because let's be honest, if you all stop trusting. If you all didn't trust me, he'd again continue to let you all die to try and get close to me. So I gave up the sword and everything.
Open to trusting you again.
I gave up the sword to him, thinking that if he at least killed me with it, or if he had that, he wouldn't hurt the rest of you.
You killed us one by one. He's probably going to kill us one by one. The one saving grace is that at least he doesn't laugh when he kills us. I'm sorry. It's hard seeing you here.
Yeah.
It's hard seeing you, of all people, here, and that's not a full thing.
Yeah, I know apologies aren't much for what's happened, but I told you then and there, even in the library, that I'm not going to let anyone else die.
That's what I said a couple of years ago. And then everyone died.
What do you mean?
Last time I couldn't protect the people I love from succumbing to a power that was greater than them. The aftermath was horrific. You're standing in a tribute to that aftermath. With me. Last time I couldn't protect the people I love from not only from death, but a force that could take a canon life. Things went wrong.
Oh,
Things went terribly wrong. You wonder why, you wonder where I came from when you guys came to this land and wondered why I was underground. So I didn't come here with you guys. I'm from before you guys were here.
right. I mean, I knew there was the original builders before all of us.
I'm not one of the original builders. I don't know who built the desert or the sand pyramids or temples. We certainly never knew that the Nether existed. All of those structures were made by other people, whether that be the original builders or others. That wasn't us. I'm not one of them. I can't do the things that they can do. I didn't know that these things existed. I don't know who built the temple for the scythe. I don't know who hid away the axe, and I don't know how the pillagers got their hands on the sword. We weren't them. For all intents and purposes, we were the first people to use magic. We were the first people to be able to put enchantments on weapons and properly brew potions. No one knows how we got the first bit of nether wart, but we got it. That wasn't us. We were dangerous, sure, but we don't know. You're standing in a crypt.
Yeah, here is me thinking that I say started, I inherited, or I begun what is called the Dunn SMP, and I barely know anything under my nose, apparently.
I don't know if there was an operator before you, or I don't know who was operator when I first joined here, but yeah, definitely the first one I've met.
You know how the operators have control over the whole world?
Mm-hmm.
I technically have had the power to control the entire world because I'm the operator. That's what I can do. That's my job, but I won't, and I refuse to ever use those abilities because it breaks the fairness of this world.
Can you reverse death?
I mean, theoretically, maybe. I mean, after you lose your 3 souls, your 3 canon lives, you're dead. But I mean, theoretically, I think I could bring one back. But I shouldn't, and I can't, because I've learned from myself, from my past. I started this world to start anew, and I've learned before to not use those powers whenever I wish and for whatever I wish. Because
you started this world to start anew. I joined yours to escape my mistakes and my cowardness. I joined you guys, so maybe I could forget, and here I am, like back where it started. This one was supposed to be for me. The person that's in there wasn't supposed to be there. It was supposed to be mine. We were the first magic users, but do you know why there are caps on what you can put on weapons? It's because we pushed those boundaries, and wars were started. Wars were started, and things went wrong, and people were lost. And it all leads back to death. The mysterious weapons, magic, cowardness, it all leads back to death.
And of course, then that's what makes the mysterious tools so incredible, because from what you're saying, you guys put the cap on every tool that we can make, whereas the operator or the original builders at the time, who I'm guessing they were the operators before me, they had the ability to make whatever they want. They can warp reality, they can control the world, and they could do whatever they want without the limits that you guys made.
The mysterious tools can take away one canon life at a time. Do you know what it's like to be standing on a battlefield with your friends in arms, your wife behind you, and watching all 3 canon lives be taken at once? That's why these things shouldn't exist. These things shouldn't exist, and we definitely shouldn't have them. We found a way to disenchant items as well as enchant them, and obviously that put a target on our backs. But what I did damned them all. I was a coward, and I sent them out. I told her to stay back. That's why this was supposed to be mine, not hers. You want to talk about failed leadership? You're looking at the server's most ethically failed leader. These were my friends. These were my family. And if something isn't done about these soon, maybe, just maybe, I'll actually get to join her in there.
I mean,
something isn't done soon.
If these experiences with Everall have taught me anything, it's mortality.
Mortality. Luke, magic didn't kill my friends. Mysterious tools didn't kill you. That was your friend. I mean, yes, technically it did kill you, but no one should have that kind of power.
You don't blame a gun for the murder.
You don't. I'll have to blame the person.
Have I ever told you where I came from? Or where I started?
No.
I kind of I try to avoid the story, considering, you know, it's not exactly a nice story. Um, and it's where I've learned everything I know about being an operator, and how I have the knowledge to actually be an operator again, and where I've learned pretty much everything I have, because it was the first world I was from. This, as I'm sure for a lot of people, the Dunn SMP is not their first world, and it's not mine. I was from another world called Skyworld.
Skyworld.
Yeah, Skyworld. And I mean, as everyone does, they have their want to do good and to help people and all that, and I did that. And I did it to a point where it was recognized, and so I was recognized by the operators, those who lived in a big old Sky City, and they promoted me to an operator status, and gave me a new title called Skyline, and I was this great thing, and everyone loved me. It sounds very cheesy, and it is very cheesy. Where do you think the cape came from?
Is that why you need to be in charge?
I wasn't in charge. Because at first I thought I was. I thought, look at this, finally I'm being recognized and I could really do some real good. And then it turns out that, well, no, I was kind of just the operator's lackey. I was there, if you want to think in a war sense, there was the general atop. I was our frontline soldier, essentially. I fought war after war after war. I fought battle after battle. And it only came to the point where the entire world was in jeopardy. And so a group of players had built a machine which could wipe out the entire world. And I did the only thing I could think to do, which was, because I was not going to beat them in a fight, I was not going to stop it in time, I used my operator powers to go into creative. And I destroyed the machine, and I stopped them. But of course, I used my operator powers in a way that I was not supposed to. It's not fair. I can't lord these powers over everyone, and I can't have any set kind of authority over any other player. It's not fair. So they stripped me of my title, they stripped me of everything, and they banned me from Skyworld. I haven't been back there since. And ever since then, from them I learned how to be an operator. I started this world. I wanted to start anew. I'm not going to make the same mistakes I did before. And with the whole mysterious tools thing, it's falling. The server's falling apart, and I can't let that happen. I need to step up, and I need to do something, and I can't do it alone. I've learned that before. I can't do it alone.
I saw my past mistakes, and I couldn't let that happen on this server. I couldn't let that happen again. I couldn't. That's why we set up the resistance. What you're doing, what you did is admirable. But we don't all have that power. I don't know who the operator was during our time. If I did, maybe things would have ended up different. But I don't want to watch my friends fall to the power that these things have. I don't want to watch that again. I don't want to watch them fall to a power that is greater than them. But Everald is smarter than us. He knows how to fight and how we strategize. He's got the sword and the shield. We've got a crazy man with a pick, a marksmith, a missing in action axe, and a dude that is a dude who's admirable, but I don't trust right now.
If it's any consolation, I don't blame you. I did then what I thought was right, and my entire belief behind it was everything I know. It was that I had the sword. I recognized immediately this is not something normal. This is something created by a higher power, an operator or something. And that's when I first started to suspect that we weren't the first people here. And I thought, and I knew immediately that these things couldn't be kept. So the moment I learned that it got stronger every time you killed someone with it, I thought, well, I'm going to have to kill people for it. And I was terrified. I had nightmares immediately. I knew I was going to have to kill people to get my way and to protect everyone in the end.
Protect them. You killed Leon when he was locked in a cell, and you left Avril to burn. You started enforcing some kind of law over us. I didn't see that darkness growing in you. I didn't see your immediate shift, because I had hoped against hope that maybe you'd be strong enough to fight it. And yes, okay, you've come out of it stronger, and you are stronger, and I have full faith that if you got your hands on that sword now, you wouldn't kill anyone. But we left it too late. You killed so many of us, and I didn't see the need for vengeance in Everil growing, and I definitely didn't see Aaron's growing need for recognition. It's not that I don't see it when it's right in front of me, but Jesus Christ, you really don't want to see it when it's your own friends.
No, you don't.
We've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we do.
Time to make up for. And you've got a target on your back now.
Yeah. I was saying to myself, I don't feel safe in my house. I don't feel safe out of my house. I don't know where to go. This is the first time I've taken off my armor since I died.
I appreciate that you did it on my request.
Well, I mean, not exactly the suit for this kind of scenario.
Not really a place for armor. Tried to get their armor, but fire. Not fun looking back over a battlefield and just seeing ash and thing. A little bit like when we went back to the Woodland Mansion and things were shattered and falling to bits. Just imagine that the air is unbreathable, and there's been so many potions thrown around that you don't even know what effects are doing what, and they're all counteracting each other. And speaking of which, there's a new guy in town, Leon's dad or whatever his name is. He's got it out for you, so if you need to run.
Why has he got it out for me?
Leon seemed to have misplaced his, or unsent, anyway. Usually Leon would get confirmation that his letters were sent and read. He didn't get the letter from the last one. Where
I remember, yeah, there was during the truce that we had, when we first all met up, I had seen people around, and I asked, and Leon said this. He was talking about who was it? Who I forget the name, and he was saying that he was sending him letters and stuff.
His name's the Captain, but we call him Cap or Sal. At least I do.
So
I met himself, and he's got a weird cyborg thing with him. But I tried to fill them in on what happens. They're up for helping us against Everil, but I think that since it's Leon that you killed first, and that's his dad figure,
he's hunting me.
I mean, I would.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him.
If I found out that you killed her, then yeah, I would have killed you too. I mean, I did kill the guy, but... She's who my sword is named after.
Oh.
Don't tell Six.
I won't.
He's not ready for that yet.
You know how Six and I have always been described as brothers in arms?
I mean, have you seen the way you two interact together? Like, before all this mess started, you were always around.
Yeah, it's because he came from Skyworld.
Oh.
He knew me back then.
He doesn't have a cape.
That's because he was an operator. They didn't raise him to that level. He was always a good friend of mine. We actually lived in a small village outside of Sky City before it all started. And yeah, so when I left, I was kind of leaving him to try and keep the place safe. And then at some point afterwards, I don't really know the whole story behind it. At some point afterwards, he showed up here, clearly following me, maybe to see I'm okay or something. Maybe he was kicked out for some reason. I don't really know.
Was he always a rebel?
I mean, he had the balls to fight alongside me, even though he didn't have the power I had.
He's a good man. Bring him here one day.
Yeah.
He deserves that, at least.
I am sorry about everything.
Thank you for leaving the flower. That was really sweet. Walking in and seeing that as there's no one's been back here unless there's the library thing, and I know it wasn't Everil who left it, and I didn't realize how angry he was.
Yeah.
Realize how angry he was. I don't know if that's just cowardness or I've really learned nothing in the couple of 100 years it's been.
I hope you don't mind. I'd love to hear about everything before. You don't need to tell me now, but like at some point, maybe when all this is over, I'd love to hear the story about all this.
It's a long one. It's a long one, but yeah.
Sure, who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to go back and visit Skyworld.
That'll be something. That's on a whole different world. At least this one's just a couple of 1,000 blocks away.
Yeah.
Really didn't travel far to find you guys. That I would travel far anyway. Oh.
How's Leon been?
I've only been back twice. He's okay. He's underground. He's digging and building, I guess. Jake's been underground a lot as well. I'm worried about him being underground. He doesn't usually stay down that often. Oh, Leon's also up in the academy a lot since his dad got into town. I guess he's up there a lot. I don't know if he's waiting for him or what's happening, but
I suppose, didn't he mention before that academy is where he trained before?
yeah.
So I suppose
know it by looking at him, but he's a lot stronger than he looks.
I suppose if the cap showed up, then the first thing he's going to notice, the first thing he's going to magnetize towards is the thing that he recognizes.
I just hope that him coming back doesn't cause some kind of heartache, because Lord knows he doesn't need that. He's only now starting to, get better. He was I know I'm the only one that's been killed twice, but Leon was the first. There was no warning for that. There's no warning for that. It wasn't like a regular death. Like, we had nothing to compare it to. At least when we set up the resistance, we kind of had a bit of a, I don't want to say a buddy system, but no one was ever on their own. And it wasn't just in case you showed up, but it was so no one would have to die alone like he did.
Yeah.
No one deserves that. I know it, well, I don't know what that's like, but they did.
I'm not gonna start trying to look for sympathy or anything, but if you wanted a bit of an insight as to how I felt during the whole thing, I mean, my first death was by the hand of who was my best friend.
So was his. In a duel. In a boxing match.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can say that he plays dirty and you can get payback on him.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of proud of him.
Could he not do that to you in Skyworld, or?
Oh, not a chance. Oh, not a chance. I mean, hell, we were a good team. Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think it'll be easier if you work with us, if you work with me, if I work through everything a little bit quicker.
Of course.
So if it's okay with you, I'd like to start working with you to try and get the man back. Try and get our friend back.
Yeah.
How long do you think it took for his guilt to sink in?
I don't even know. I don't.
Yours didn't sink in until like after you killed me for the first time. That's when you started feeling guilty, when you would like, oh no, it was Chris. When you had 3 deaths under your belt, that's when you started to feel it. That's when you stopped laughing after you killed us. I assume that's when the guilt stopped. Or started.
I always feel guilty about it. There was moments where the rush kind of. There was moments where the rush kind of took over, but I always felt guilty about it.
So how long do you think it'll be before Errol shows his head up again?
I mean, if I know Everil,
you do.
Not long. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, it's been a couple of weeks. Maybe he's had a bit of cool down. Maybe he's gone someplace else. He's smart enough not to go back to the tower, or at least he thinks that'll be the first place we look.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I want to go home, but it'll be easier if you go with me.
Yeah, of course.
Leave that sword there. I gave up that name a long time ago.
I mean, hell, I haven't used the name Skyline in quite a while. Yeah. That was the old name.
Was everyone's name something to do with Sky?
Yeah, it was a bit of a running theme.
It's alright. Oh, yeah.
A lot of bees around here.
I'm surprised the hives have stayed alive this long. It's been a number of years since I sealed this place. I can't even put a number on it. It's been a long time. I'm surprised the bees are still here. I'm surprised, like, I don't know if you walked in, but the air feels cleaner. No one's been in here.
It is this isn't even an exaggeration. It's almost like another world when you step in here, because it's so much more full of everything.
This is what this whole area was like. Okay.
Yeah, I saw the statue on my way in.
Yeah. Just got hooked. This whole area was like inside there. Crater certainly wasn't there when we first got here, but this is where I first lived. Like, my first home was in there. The benches and the little gazebo, everything in there was made out of the wood of my first house. It got destroyed, if that wasn't clear. But This is where I'm from.
It's nice.
Now you understand the need for green things.
Yeah.
This whole area should be like in there, like vines and different trees, different plants. Should be.
So you feel the need for green?
It is, but it's not because of this thing. Which it's been difficult trying to see what is the scythe pull and what's the natural pull.
Yeah.
Go home.
Right, I'm gonna need to get some fireworks out.
Got some if you need.
No, I got them. Something I have learned about the sword, I think, from me having it for so long, as you talk about the pull of the axe and the hoe. I don't think there is much of a pull with that sword. If I'm being honest. A lot of what I...
Like you're saying, please, for the love of God, do not tell me that
I
it's
think
just someone's drive.
The only time I ever felt any kind of pull or any kind of thought that I wasn't in control was just before I killed someone. And I felt like it gave me this rush of wanting to do it. But up until that exact moment where I had chosen I was going to do it, whether I wanted to or not, when I felt nothing until I chose I was going to kill someone. If anything, it wasn't the source of how I felt, it just made it more intense.
I would say the same for this thing, but the issue with this is like you can't fight it saying, oh, it's I'm hurting someone. Like,
I mean, you hurt the ground.
This is farming. Farming doesn't kill things.
I mean, you might have hurt the grass. I'm kind of pulling at straws here, but you know.
I think the grass will recover.
The grass will be fine. Yeah.
I think after blowing a hole in the side of that mountain, I think I can be forgiven for damaging a little patch of grass.
Yeah.
It's like the pull to farm. It's like it's a constant. Oh, but you're feeding people. This will help.
Hence the soup kitchen.
The soup kitchen was made before this.
You feel the need to feed?
I could kill you right here and no one would know.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Do you know the way home? Or I've got to...
Yeah, I have a rough sense of which way we're going.
I tell you, I understand what everyone means about the ever eating pork again after spending a couple months in the nether.
Yeah.
Months? Please, it was like 2 months.
Not that you're about to say you
never eating mushroom stew and beef again. Oh, I didn't tell you, I was in the mushroom biome. Or mushroom island this whole time. 'Cause nothing grows there. Like, that didn't stop me really from getting sugar cane to grow, like, so I can have paper, but yeah.
When you were saying there about relating to Everil, I thought you were about to say you understand where he's coming from about finding me appalling, considering my jokes.
I've known you for a little bit longer than Everil. I think I've been putting up with your jokes for a little bit longer as well.
Yeah.
I am happy to have my friend back.
It's good to be back. If
Hey,
anything,
listen, if you need somewhere to stay, I've got spare beds.
Thank you.
Oh, we've got some serious lag.
Oh. Keith?
Hmm? Yep, I just got some lag. What?
Well, that's new.
No, 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 no. I did not avoid him for weeks. Just to come back home and see him here.
The mask is definitely new.
Luke, you want to come inside?
Yeah, let's do that. So you got a spare bed somewhere?
Do upstairs, downstairs.
Oh yes, the loft.
Not the loft. Anything but the loft. Not the loft. Looking at it now, I probably shouldn't have put the book there. But it was intended for someone else to find it. Gotta be joking.
Hi.
Gotta be joking.
I was commenting on, is that a new mask?
Yes and no. I, found it in my stuff a while back.
That's...
It's just... here.
Scarred.
Yeah. It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. Has it? It's been a bit. My arm is still bleeding. It's been weeks, and my arm is still bleeding. You know why my arm is still bleeding? Because my best friend stabbed me with a sword.
I did.
When you look at that sword, there is my name there twice.
It is.
Do you have it?
I do. But I'm trying extremely hard not to pull it out. Same with the lighter. Because if the sword has a pull, then the lighter screams.
The lighter screams because it's around things that are growing.
It screams anywhere.
My suggestion, move to a mushroom biome. Nothing grows there. It'll be right at home. What are you doing here?
I wanted to talk to you.
Hey.
You.
Why? Why? Just kill me once, not enough?
I didn't want to kill you. Could we just talk? Just you and me. No weapons, nothing. You can keep your armor on. I'll stay naked. Kind of. No, I won't wear armor. Just you and me. You can wear armor so you feel safe. I won't pull the sword. Nothing. Empty-handed.
It's... I can find just... nearish.
I mean, I don't think I trust Avril, but I know how the sword works at this point, and if he has no intention of killing you right now, I don't think he's going to kill you.
He'd want it not because I have full intentions of killing him. What do you want, Avril?
I'm sorry.
Don't you fucking... You're sorry! Don't. I've had enough of I'm sorries. At least least I got an explanation off of him today. We've sort of worked things out. At least I've gotten used to the grey hair that the sword gave me the first time round, but now every time I look down at my arm, guess what? It's bleeding. What are you sorry for exactly?
Everything. For killing you, for not telling you, for hiding everything, for making all these plots and plans and all of it. I know it doesn't fix what I did. Nothing will. Nothing. I've tried. I've been trying to mess with the sword to get something out of it, but...
What do you mean you've been messing with the sword?
I've been experimenting with trying to grind the name. With using a grindstone like you would on a normal tool to enchant them.
Typical scientist sees something that he doesn't understand. Hey, let's go poke it. Instead of just leaving it alone.
It broke the stones.
Of course it did.
Grindstones.
I had to try.
Those can't be broke. No.
It's the mysterious sword. It's not made through traditional enchanting. It was made by an operator. It can't be broken like that.
I had to try.
Well, how did that go? Sounds great.
Where have you been, Everil? This whole time, everyone's moved underground or really, really high up. Where have you been during all this?
Away.
That's good enough for me, okay?
So I don't hurt anybody. I moved away.
What's this?
That is payment for the library and what I wanted to say in writing in case you told me to go fuck myself.
I'll read that later.
Okay.
You didn't have to pay me for the library. You were my best friend. I was helping.
Regardless of if this happened or not, I would have paid you. Then if it's not payment, then consider it a gift.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the sword?
Here.
Okay. Play. Okay, you've apologized. Now what? What is that?
A regen potion.
Why do you need a regen potion?
Why do you need a regen potion?
Why do I care? Hold on. Why do I care? You need a what? How'd you get the scar? Why do you need a regen potion? Is it the sword?
Is it talking to you again?
Kind of. It's... The sword and the shield seem to make each other shut up. Kind of. I don't know. It's...
That's even better. That's even better than what I thought. Because you can't bullshit me, Everil. I know how the sword works. I've had it for so long. That sword does not push you to kill anyone. Maybe when you're just about to do it, it'll make it feel a bit better or make you want to do more. But trust me, I know it doesn't make you do anything. And if you're telling me now that the sword and the shield almost cancel each other out or make them shut up, then it's even better.
They do compliment each other. It's a little bit like... Avril, you were willing to give up the scythe. Is that because the lighter is its polar opposite? Repel each other.
Partly.
So the sword and shield complement each other. They want to get along. So they make each other shut up.
It seems like they were made to be paired, and then were separated for obvious reasons.
Oh, we've got star-crossed lovers. Isn't that cute? Okay,
And
so
I
now
also
what,
gave the scythe back because it was you.
Because it was me. How long did it take for the guilt to sink in? How long did it take before you realized, oh shit, I fucked up?
When I was taking the moment I left the nether.
Oh, well, it was quicker than you.
Yeah.
Because it was me. Okay, you've apologized. Now what?
You still gonna try kill me again?
Are you
Try
done
finish me
talking
off?
down to me?
Do not make me jump between you two again. What do you want now? Starting to get dark.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. I don't know anything anymore.
You're trying to make us feel sorry for you.
No,
what this is?
because I know that's useless. I know what I did. Nothing can change that.
You keep saying you know what you did, but it's always past tense. I know what I did, but do you know what you do when you're doing it? You know presently what you're doing. Do you know where you are right now?
I'm in front of a person who was my friend that I betrayed, and another person who left me to die.
Is this still about revenge, Avril? Have you still got that sword? So you can revenge. So you can act out revenge. Is that what this is?
I mean, I probably would have done it by now, if that was the case.
I was reluctant to stop you in the spire. I was reluctant to stop either of you because you were my best friend. We had an agreement. But now me and Luke have settled our differences somewhat and we're working on it. So, if you try to kill Luke, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to step in and not let you do that. And I don't want to do that. Because that's not what this was for. And I don't want to bury another friend. Not again. But if by me being a coward means that my friends keep dying, then so help me God, I'll have to pull that strength and bravery from somewhere.
I understand. I should go.
Luke, if you want to collect some of your things and bring them back here.
Yeah,
You're more than welcome to. Excusing my actions at all. I'll stop myself before I ramble further.
Oh my god. Yes, come on. Get the fuck away. No, come on. We gotta go. Come on, dog.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit of him being apologetic. I just turned the corner here as I saw him light it up.
Oh, he wrote in the book this once.
Your dog, sit there.
He said this will end soon. And this is what he does? Dog, it's okay. What to say? He probably meant it.
Come on, dog. If I go to Keevan's now, she is not going to be safe. Her world's going to burn her place to the ground, just like mine. He is going to stop nothing to get to me and kill me, and he'll kill anyone who stands in his way. So I cannot stay with Keevan. I'm on my own now. That's it. That's the safest thing for everyone. I'm on my own. No, I can't. I can't be near anyone. If I do, he will stop at nothing to kill me and burn down and destroy everything that I'd ever hold dear to me. And if anyone steps in his way, or if I'm too close to anyone, there's going to be collateral damage, and he's going to kill them and destroy everything. I need to go back here. This was going to be the resistance base at this point, but now it's my home. As if it's much of a home. Right, dog, you better be careful getting across here. Good boy, dog. Come on, dog. Careful. Need dog to teleport to me. Good boy, dog. Come on. In here. Good boy. Get your health up. You can sit in this corner.